following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1. A rematch. A rematch of epic proportions. For Nick, there's nothing on the line. He's already locked his spot into the BKK. For Andy, everything is on the line. A win here tonight, and he might find himself in the BKK and start tasting Super League dreams. It wasn't the greatest go-around the first time, but it's hard to sweep someone in the same season. Can Nick conquer, or does Andy have fight? Welcome to another Tunnel Region game between Nick and Andy. Hello, everybody. A massive night to close out day one of this crazy Toxic 32. It's been an insane one so far. 3 great games, and we're about to have a 4th one. That's the quad header. Ends tonight. We go to the match preview. It's Nick. It's Andy. That one was streamed by Not Short. This one's streamed by The Boss. Looking forward to seeing how this one's going to go. Did not see this match in March. This little redemption here. 4-0, of course, Nick taking care of business against Steven. 4-0 on a sweep, and then Andy win that classic vibe game against Drip. The old school vibes was prevailing as he won 4-2. Career record in this round: 2-2, 2-4, 3-3, about 500 for 500 for Andy, close to 500 for Nick. So it's a back and forth. Either way can go fight here. They're both ranked in the Super League top 20. Gonna be a great top 20 show. Number 2 Nick, number 17 Andy. We all know Andy though is the last guy in if we start today because Ashley isn't playing. We wish her the best, of course. So Andy is the guy everyone's chasing for that coveted 16th spot. Of course, as I always say, as Nick's got a trophy, anything can happen in a rematch. Well, look at this pod. That is indeed the case. Will it be a battle of tournament winners? That's the possible stakeout line. It could be at least for 25. G versus Nick could happen. Could we see Andy G? Is Tago versus Nick a possibility? Is G? There's so many possibilities when you have 3 tournament winners from the past and this year in the present. Something's got to give in this crazy pot of tournament winners and explosive characters. 3 games earlier happened and 2 upsets, I would say. Of course, Nam being Abian. A lot of people did have Nam as a favorite, though. But Nam definitely put on a masterclass clinic, especially in terms of ammo and Draw City. DJ Kerr is the big shock today. Huge win over Caesar. Caesar sweating bullets. And Mip, the real favorite to getting the job done on Arya. That'll be the end of the road for Arya and Abian. We'll see them back in 26. Very likely not making Super League. But for Caesar, he's going to have to scoreboard watch Myth. We'll see him in the BKK very likely. We all know the storyline with Nick and Andy. Nick gets the win here. Andy gets the win here. He's very likely moving over to the BKK potentially. Nick gets the win here. Doesn't matter. He's looking for a regular season crown. He's already locked in the Super League. Something's got to give with both these players. And it's not other than my man, William Broad, joining me in the booth. And Sean, 3-way booth here. Let's start it off with William Broad, the Rock. Rock, obviously, a lot of games can happen where it comes down to 1 or 2 cards. What's the biggest key tonight for these 2 players in a rematch? You played rematches before. What's the key?
That's a tough question. I would probably say just, like as Same advice I've always said in the past. Just, save your best cards for when you need them most.
Save them when you need it for most. That's what we want to do, bro, for sure. Ammo control is big. R to you, man. Boy, oh boy, you've been in your fair share of rematches. What are you expecting tonight for both these characters? Because they saw each other all the way back in February. It's August. That's 7 months ago. Do you think Nick's evolved this game, or do you think Andy's going to have to evolve, take a big step? You look at the record 6-4, 9-3. They've had successful seasons, but this is a must-win for Andy. He gets the win here. We're talking big money next round for sure.
And that's really the thing here. If you are someone like an Andy, you want to bring everything on you want to put everything on the line here. For Nick, it's really just one more notch on your belt on what could be a run for a regular season title. So really, something is going to have to give here, and really, who's going to have to step up here? For Nick, he really doesn't need to, but for Andy, it's go all in or go home.
All right, go in or go home. Go all in or go home. We're going to go to Andy. Andy, you have played a lot of great people this year. Myself, now Nick twice. You played Drip last round. You've seen it all. You've been through the ups and downs, the highs and the lows. What makes you confident tonight? Despite losing Nick the first time, things are going to be different. What have you learned in those 7 months from the last time we saw this match all the way back in February that makes you confident as the man to chase in the Super League field? Let me know, my friend. Going to keep it simple. Yes, we are on a time crunch, so we are going to be fly like an eagle tonight because we got to get going. We do have a time delta at 9:05, so don't expect the usual crazy questions, but I will ask questions. Just don't expect them to be crazy. I think I've developed and deployed a lot more strategies as a player. Now, you want to talk about just the art of some of the matches you played this year too? Anything that's really helped you in particular? Go ahead. As I asked Nick this question, how you've developed the mindset of playing spoiler while also, yeah, for sure, playing spoiler and playing. All right, there's the question for Nick. We'll see what he says. We'll see if he is going to be able to play right away. He is on a car ride home. But we do have 2-2, 1-1-1. And as Andy said, Art, more composure. Talk to me about the art of composure, man, because it's not easy to be composed in this league and learn that right away. Andy had to learn that quick, and he's done a good job so far this season to rack up 6 wins and have a chance here.
Yeah, but you got to also think for Nick as well. They both have great composure, so really it's going to be interesting on what these two will do.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Brock. You talk about the fade. Brock, where do you think the fade will come in for both these players? Do you think it's going to come in early, or do you think it'll get to the later part of the series?
I personally, I don't think it makes any difference. I mean, it can really come in at any point. I mean, you don't really necessarily have to wait. I mean, you can pretty much just use it at any time. Though I suppose it would be smarter to kind of start. I guess it would be kind of smart to start at the beginning.
Well, we'll see what's going to happen because Andy will have to go into with a house money. Now I can play a lot more freely. I don't have anything to lose. I said I would buy a regular, so I punched my ticket to SL last time we played. Andy's got to go out and prove that they belong beside me. That's a statement and a half, right? Or let's call it right there. That's a statement of intent. There's no doubt right there, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a statement of intent from Nick. That's definitely a heat check. So we'll see. Can Andy learn and develop? We talked about this as we'll get to game one. We'll see if Nick's ready. What will the start be? He's going to think about this one through. Hit 15 full Sandard Brock. Hang on to your horses, folks. Cody Lamas on scoreboard. It's about to get wild. We're underway with the Blue 7. Are you ready for this?
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Yeah, I never thought I'd see full send right off the bat.
Brock, welcome to the league, man. I mean, that's just how it is with these guys. These guys are turned the hell up right now. That's all I can say. Nick gonna go crazy with it here. Let's see what he does. He's gonna go full send. Well, what the reward will be, we'll find out.
It's a big risk, but I guess as I said earlier, it's go big or go home. I guess you want to go for the biggest off the start.
Go big or go home. Well, there's the big switch from Andy off the get-go into the LaPlante 5. Remember, the first time they played, it was all Nick. He won that thing 5-1. This is not a best of 9, and there's no 2 power plays. Of course, we aren't a major, so no 2 power plays. Just one with the best of 7 tonight. That makes the game a little bit more, I guess, reasonable for both, a little bit more dimensional as we continue to run to the LaPlante. Into gun. You know, this is the thing, Brock, right now. The fade. Andy decides that initial fade. If you're Nick, do you think about maybe throwing a heater? Would you consider a heater in this early part of the game, Brock, if you were in this situation? If there's the fade back. There you go.
I mean, I suppose it would really depend. I mean, I'm not really sure.
Not really sure right now. We'll see if Nick's sure on this next move, Art. He's going to continue the switch. I mean, Art, the switching is off the charts. We can't pay the bill as Andy's drawn.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Light switches can work 2 ways, and it's right now working for Nick.
And Brock, that art of the fade, we talk about it all the time. You're one of the masters of it. But do you think the draw city for Andy can actually become a little bit of momentum? We saw it earlier today with Nam. He was okay with draw city and being content. You think that actually could be a momentum boost if done right?
I would say yes, depending on what top deck you get. I mean, the top deck is a double-edged sword, so it. But I suppose if you're playing it smart and saving your cards, then yes, I would say. And if you have a big enough lead, then yes, I'd say draw city would give you a bit of an advantage.
Andy gonna go for the break back to the green. Art, you can tell it's 2-color. A lot of isolation here.
Yeah, that's one of those 2-color strats, and that is not what you need. Oh, but look at this!
Quad 1 back from Brox, from the Aria over to the Gangsta, and now Andy is going to be aggressive with the switching.
Oh, boy, we're going to have a big electric bill
Nick
here.
just wants the yellow out of control is the way we roll.
Oh, now that's just dirty.
A Llama Dirty Wild says, but he's going to throw the +2 to stop it.
Oh, but that's not what you do.
I don't know, or that might have been an act of desperation right there. We'll see.
Sometimes, though, acts of desperations don't end well.
You know what, though? I don't mind it there. Maybe you can get this to it. Yeah, can't get the number of fish. Nick can run. That's the problem sometimes, Art. You know, if you want to get that number efficiency cooking, you have to look at this and say, sacrifice some beneficial draws and then go from there as we have Nick in the VC. A lot of things can really turn in the favor as he goes into the cost of 9. But I think he's banking on just straight yellow, and even if there's a switch, as we go back to blue, have a number efficient.
Switch.
Yep, have a number efficient play ready. This is textbook. Is that Skittles?
That's Skittles.
Skittles, upper 4 Skittles. How about that from the top of the hotel? Here comes Nick into the green. What does he got? Still rolling numbers.
It's raining Skittles right now.
1 down. Oh, boy. If it's raining Skittles here, Ard, does Nick have another switch over? Back to red?
Good grief.
There's Logan's and Andy, of course, the twins in the paint. Be careful. What's it going to be for Andy?
Oh, he's on. Oh, yeah, I can see why he's saying be careful here.
That's going to go back to green. Goes for the end around. In the chiming from Toasty and Goldie. Is this Nick the check for
Is
the
that
first
the
time
mistake? But hold on, no, that might be the mistake.
No, it ain't. That's a Nam classic right there. We saw it with Nam today. Draw it out, Brock. But it's a top deck from Nick in the Camaro. Oh, Andy goes back to blue. What are we witnessing?
Wait a minute now. Hold
Wait a
the
minute.
phone.
Wait. It's going to work.
How did that work?
It's working. There goes Lane. Nick with the efficiency from the 7. Does he like it? No. Andy steals momentum hard despite the draw city. Both guys don't have much ammo. It's been numbers. Nick with a top deck back to yellow. Are you kidding me in the grim? Brock, what are we witnessing right here?
Green.
Full send, Brock.
Insane.
I mean, this is some... we talked about this whole round was going to be a step up in performance from everybody. We're seeing that on the table right here. Nick plays it cool again. Andy juiced. Nick for check, or is it drawing? Can he get the 3 switch?
This is huge right now for Nick.
Brock, your thoughts on this first game, man? The feelers and all the sending of the switches.
Yeah, certainly a back and forth fight.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go. Oh no.
Off the check right here. Does Andy have an answer? He does have an answer. Double play.
Oh, but he's still going.
This is going to be a big risk right here. +4 saves it.
Oh, boy. That's a scoreboard flipper.
Huge scoreboard flipper for Mandy. The patience game. We talked about his patience. It's one of the trademark things he's learned from 2024 to 5. And just like that, he displays it with a big monster quad backer to keep this game alive. Now Nick with the hard work to figure it out.
But he's got 4 freshy.
This is game 1, Art.
This is only game 1, and it's already looking really good.
Give me 4 or 5 more of these games right here. We're going to be in for even 6 more. We'd be in for a good night for sure. Here we go. Andy now goes for the aggressive play. Nick going to go reverse draw. Andy for check. Is it a good move? Let's find out. Did he save a reverse for the finish? That'd be something.
That would be huge, but it would be so good.
+4 save. Double +4. This was a Nam-esque win. What more can you say? Lamas put it on the board. Andy 1. Nick 0. Unreal right there. I got to go to Andy. Andy, where did you get the top decks, man? Talk me through the patience to exuberate there, because you could have pulled a +4 earlier in this game. But that classic triple bagger to green ISO was the difference, despite the rainbow Skittles and all. That was absurd, man. Nick, hard to really say if you had much. I'm going to assume a lot of the light switching was because of the lack of ammo, and you were just trying to get into more of a flow state. You almost had it. You almost won the game on, just a regular wild, really, I would say? And we're down to 1. Thoughts on that game? I think overall, despite not having the cards, you goddamn close was all you can ask for.
Yeah, I did just about all I could with the hand that I got off the rip. You're right. I only had 1 reverse and the wild off the start. So to be able to work the numbers, especially that yellow, I was really fortunate that they didn't really have any yellow to speak of, and I had the numbers to sort of switch around and get into a spot where maybe if Andy made a mistake, I would be able to sneak 1 under. But I mean, in that spot, when you have 2 wild +4s, I mean, you can afford to just play patient, wait for the right opportunity to get back into the driver's seat and take game 1 like that.
Yeah, this definitely has shades of what we saw with Nam earlier today. I mean, he was doing a great job with that stall tactic, draw city, but this case, Andy didn't like the starting hand art, and then all of a sudden, some lucky ammo draws came, and that's draw city, man. It's the risk versus reward. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, and in this case, it was all Andy towards the end there, and he got the win. Your thoughts on that crazy game when we saw Rainbow skill to upper 4-9s? I mean, we saw it all. It was insane.
Yeah, we really just did, and wow, really good there on the ending there by Andy. Just really kept it going there, even pulling a draw city and getting those action cards. Just really pulled it out.
We're going to find out right now what Nick's going to do to adapt. The full send, maybe not what he was looking for. Nick, it's game 2. Crazy game 1. What are we going for, my friend, game 2?
You know what? We'll do 7 cards. Why not?
Yes, well, we saw this with Ashley. Let's not forget what he did. 3 in a row, and then he got hot to win 7 in a row. But you don't got to win 7 in a row, 9 or just 4. That's all we're looking for. Lamas gets the board going. Here we go. And it's a Yoshi. How many times have we seen a Yoshi reverse off the start? Brock, in-game adjustments. Talk to me through it, man. What do you think the in-game adjustments are for both players after a big win for Andy right there? As there goes a double play.
To tell you the truth, I'm not sure you can really make any adjustments with this.
No adjustments. So Brock thinking we're just going to stick it true here. You think that's a good assessment, or is Nick going to go for the aggressive? There's this. Oh, my goodness. How about that, Art? How about that? Trips 5 into the blue. Both can run it. Nick to 3.
Aggressive here. I don't think that's on Nick's strategy here. Now, if you're talking about Andy here, now you're talking to Andy here. I don't think so.
I don't know, man. I think it is on the aggressive strat. Here we go. Tie game. Nick for check. Does he have it?
I would say so.
You think he does? It's either he's got it, save with the +4 save, or he's going to have to think about this one. Let's see.
Well, if he could get it down the check, then that's all right. But if he doesn't, oh boy, that might open the door.
Really thinking this one through here. We'll see. Really taking his time on this one on a double play. That just shows you the pressure and the immensity of this moment. We talk about Nick has nothing to play for in terms of locking himself in the Super League, but there are other things out there. A bye, of course, probably the number one thing. And then, of course, if it's out there, the reg season chip. For Andy, this is it. A loss tonight, there's no more tomorrow. Of course, there are some scenarios where if everyone continues to lose behind, okay, maybe there's a chance. We did see 20, 19, 21. All those guys have power play game 2.
Early power play?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I don't mind that. You know what? Get the momentum. There's not many questions. Nick, that's just get the momentum back in your favor. 100%, right?
Get the momentum back in my favor. Andy's down to 2 cards. They can have any number of finishes there. Just wanted to take one while I had the opportunity to use it in an advantageous spot.
A la Lane, man. That's a Lane type power. You see Lane do that a lot. That's what you want. That's what's made him successful in his young budding career. Andy, did you have a finish, my man? Anything cooked up there? Really can't say any question. That was a plan A to the core game. Anything? Plan A to the core game. Any question or any okay. No number efficiency. No. Okay, gotcha. Well, Art, you know what? Nick steals a little thunder away from Andy. We're tied up. Let's go to game 3. I think that was clean, man. I don't really have much to say. A quick one there, unless you do.
Yeah, that really was. So looks like no 15 for Andy here. So how many for game 3?
Quick game there, Brock. Let's see if we get something longer. 12 cards. We'll see. If we get another quick one here, we're gonna be comfortable on pace. So we'll see. So far, we're looking good on the time clock, so that's not a problem right now. At least on my end. Yellow 8, we'll go to the Camaro 8, Camaro 55.
Camaro Man 55.
Yes, sir. Into the yellow now, we'll go to Acosta. We'll see him on Friday. Still a lot of implications are as we go to the yellow. If we talk about the guys that have lost so far, Caesar the big one. But look, Logan's lost. Abion's lost. There's big names. Aria lost. Right, so many names of Ghost lost. Edward lost. There's so many names that have lost. Acosta comes the first guy might appear. Those are the big ones. We go 000, 000 sugar. Look at this. 000 sugar. Is this going to be a Skittles on the 0?
That would be crazy. But no.
Andy himself, though. There's Andy. And he does the crossover back to Nick. There we go. There we go. That's a little sign the old jersey, little autographs right there. Into the 5, into the 7 now. JT in the lane. Rapid pace we go, Art. Draw from Nick. Here comes Andy now. Does he push the pace on this blue continuing? He does not. He'll go into draw city. There we go. Little crescendo. to a more easy, relaxed moment here, Art, for sure.
Yeah, really relax here. I don't see one of these people thinking about it yet, but this could be a tricky situation for one and not the other.
And drawing it back right here, looking to make something happen for both. Continuing drawing it back.
This is almost how like game one kind of got going here with the draw city.
Yeah, really, really, really going back on track here. We'll see what Nick will do. At full send now. He might have something here, though, Art. Still nothing. Let's see if Andy makes the break. It's going to be who blinks and winks first. There's the break now. That changes the game.
That is straight up blink right there.
That changes the game, and now the war's back on. Here we go. Brock, thoughts on that switch late? You like that draw city from both? Have a little relaxed moment in this intense series so far as we go to a triple? In a gun?
Yeah, I think with your opponent having as many cards as they do, it does make you a little bit more relaxed. But at the same time, it does, like if you're around the same amount as your opponent, you definitely feel the urge to kind of, cut that.
Oh! Hold the
down.
phone, Brock. Appreciate that, man. How about that, Art? Yellow 3, green 3. Yellow. How about that crossover city backs right there? Quad 3. Ridiculous. 2-color strat.
That is straight up ridiculous.
And Nick gonna say, you know what? I like your 3-bagger from earlier. Let's go to blue. Same triple bagger end around play in the retro.
Turnaround spare play.
Unreal from Nick. Unreal from Manny. They're putting on a clinic right now. This is what we talk about. A to Z Uno, man. There's no such thing as plan A and we're done. Obviously we had it last game, but Andy with a +4 heater. Wow, a heater on a +4?
At this point, I don't know. Giving somebody 4 cards here when you were close to each other, but you were too far away from the finish. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's going to work, though, because he gets the 1 efficiency, but man, oh man, what a play from Nick, Andy right there to go aggressive. It's not something he does usually, and that's a lot of confidence oozing out. Unless he's got more in the tank, then I take back what I said if he has more in the tank. Right now, definitely a little different.
Yeah, I'll take back what I said as well, but that's going to be one of those things where we're waiting to see here.
We'll see. Let's see. Andy's a crafty guy. Nick, let's see if he's got anything on the back, though. What's he hiding in the shed? Let's see. Well, he's got that. How about that, Art? That's going to solve the problems right there. He's up by a possession now.
Well, we'll see here. He did just get 6 more fresh. Andy got 6 freshies here, so it is long from over.
Yeah, well, he's got the lead back. It's back and forth. Now it's an ammo war. This is definitely different than the first time they played, where Nick was running away with it. Andy has learned. Nick has learned. This is going to be an interesting one. In the blue, going back to her. In the retro from background.
Oh, boy, Andy's got something there, I bet.
Brock, your thoughts on that little exchange right there? That's a huge heat check right there. That's going to work. There we go. And a Seth from James Ellison. Thoughts on the aggressive ammo right here from both parties, Brock? Your thoughts on that as we have a green runoff here? Brock muted, Art?
No.
We'll get him back in a minute. We'll wait for him. Maybe eating dinner. Well, we're going to go for the green wild flush here, or the green wild ISO from Andy. Can Nick get out of this? Let's see.
I bet if he could get out of it. Yeah, but I was thinking of it. Number efficiency.
Number efficiency into red. That's big.
Efficiency.
Yes, sir. Draw city. Well, we'll lose a draw from Andy. Can number efficiency go back to Andy's way? It does in the blue. It's back. But Nick with the crossover.
Ridiculous.
Unreal with the crossovers from both parties tonight, especially when we get to these lower red zone areas. They've been both efficient at this.
And now Nick is trying to force Andy back.
Ridiculous gameplay tonight. Both have just wanted it, and who wants it more, really? Or that's what it's going to come down to is, does Andy have a 6 in blue or green? Let's see. He does! There's the read!
You called it. You called it.
Oh,
Oh, but over the
Nick
yellow!
came prepared to the party with a Steven 6. Andy down to the bow tie 2. He can hang. 4-6. Down 2. Here comes Nick on the foot. What has he got the next step? Searching and surveying. He goes for a triple. End around to Allen. From the skip from Leah to gold. Here comes Andy. Does he have anything in the red? Ridiculous, Art. Absolutely ridiculous tonight. Both.
If he's got any... I'm thinking here, if he's got anything, he's going to use it now.
He threw that +4 check earlier. We wondered, is it he have any more for that reason, or is it just straight up juicing? Let's see. He throws the +4. He had more.
He had another one.
What a save from Andy. You wouldn't think in that moment anyone would, but Andy's learned the patience game to the T. Now Nick with more defense, but does he just have a red 4 and stop that right there? History would say it's possible. There is that one red 4 lurking.
It would be huge to have it right here.
If not, there's skip metas and then release the blues where we could go right back. Brock, are you not entertaining your thoughts on this so far? What a game. Back and forth.
Like I mentioned earlier, it's been a back and forth, knockout, drag out fight.
Yeah, so far we feel like we're 6 rounds into a 12-round match, and I don't have a clear-cut winner as we're almost 9 minutes into this game, or it's only going to get tougher from here for sure.
Yeah, here's the thing. If it's like a scorecard here, it's even, Steven, really. There's nobody who has the fair advantage.
Remember, everybody playing today except for Caesar was off the island. Only Caesar was on my island. Nick with the aggressive switch into Rogers. Andy's juice, what a play.
That was perfect by Nick.
And it doesn't matter if he's got to go to ISO because Andy with a top deck did not see that one coming.
Good grief.
Nick goes back
Put over
to red.
the red.
Andy's, that's where you want. You want to get back to a color, and just that little sequence right there has given Nick, even if he's got a draw here, momentum back in his favor.
I think right now, if you're Nick, it would be huge right now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Even if he's got a draw, it's in his favor. Brock with a little bit of the lie check. We're over, buddy. We are over. Draw City again, Art. As Andy will get the other red 4. We're juiced on that.
That's a wink. That's a wink.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to switch over. Let's run that DC all the way back. Here we go. Still Draw City get out. On Art, are you not entertained? There's a top deck to Allen.
I'm not. I'm seriously getting entertained by this. This is the matches that you want to see, and this is right now. This might also be even getting better than how these two played all the way back in February.
Yeah, remember, that one was a blowout. We had nothing to write home about that, even though I wasn't there. This one, I think both can agree, has been 20,000 times better tonight. Back and forth. Nothing to lose for Nick, of course. We've already said that. And there we go, Art. There's that full blink into the wink and all that in between.
That's a whole on blink right there.
Back to the game. Brian 9. Brock, number efficiency. You talk about it all the time. I think both of them did that pretty well. Now it's going to come down to control, the composure, and the mentality, because we're juicing the deck a little bit. Down at 33 cards. What's out there? And CH would say, well, a couple +4s, a plethora of wilds, a plethora of +2s in yellow and blue, and a green. Plenty of ammo out there, Art. Not going to say it's over by any stretch, for sure.
You are right. I don't think it's anywhere close to being over here. Well, let's see here as we're going to keep it on the green. But over the blue.
Into M. And Nick goes back to Steven, and it draws out Andy just like that.
Good Lord.
Yeah, he's doing a great job right here. Just flushing it out. Now can run Andy with number of fish to get back from the blue to the green into the yellow 8. Does he have a blue or green right here? No. What's he going to have now, Nick? Can he still run the yellow, or is this another Draw City?
think it's your Nick here. I don't think it would hurt to go into another draw city.
Yeah, you're not getting much momentum. Go into it. But Andy says not so fast. I'm going to get out of it right here. Just a little blink.
Oh, he's going to go wink.
A little blink. Is there a full-on blink? This might be the full-on right here. Let's see. Does he switch? No.
Oh, just going to keep.
This has shades of, there we go. This has shades of Abion Nam. Nick is deciding to play that Nam style where Andy's just running. And he'll go for it. He's got to run, though. I don't blame him for running. The first time they played, he probably wasn't running and said, you know what, I got to make an adjustment. Here's the night. He's running, and it's working.
I think that's the one thing he's got to work on is trying to make those runs.
Yeah, we're seeing a clinic right here on both sides of the table. Both guys have put in a lot of extra prep and work for this game, and it's paying off right now. Nick going to play the cool, the Chamic base card. Andy for 5. Let's see. He had something cooked to that double +4 earlier in the sequence. What's he got? Humongous. This might be game art. How about that? Goldie, Lara, in the myth. Is this the game? +4. How about that?
Oh, forget it.
Unreal. No wonder why he was aggressive. Nick definitely was on the Nam approach. Nick, I gotta say, man, before we get to it, that seemed like a Nam type game, man. Just draw it out, hope something would cook, and then all of a sudden, it just crescendo. Do you think did you have something more you needed towards the end, or you think the last draw city was the nail in the coffin? You made some crazy, ridiculous ISOs, though. This game should have been over maybe 7 minutes ago if you hadn't done the ISOs and the 6s, of course. That's really what the difference was. And the 2s.
Yeah. ISO was on point. Ammo, not so much. It's still a close series, though, despite me being down 5-0 on Wild +4s. So, I mean, we'll take those to the bank every single day. Just got to keep digging.
And yeah, thank you, Nick. You know, this definitely has the feel of just the momentum was just turning for you. Did you have a double +4 off the initial get-go, or just some type of a finisher in mind, and Nick just stopped it with the crazy ISO? The back and forth between the numbers where it was red, yellow, the 3 sequence, the 2 sequence, the number efficiency sequence. I'd say Nick had the upper hand ISO, but you just had the ammo to overpower it. Is that a fair assessment? I mean, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, that's really what it's been looking like, and
wow.
Right now it's just been really good.
Yeah, we talk about the +4 thing. Listen, Nick's down 2-1, but you know what this feels like? This feels like a second quarter of a football game. Nick's down 21-13 at halftime. It's still a one-possession game. He's still in it. Right, that's the thing with this. You can still be in it with this spot. You don't have to fret. It's like, oh, it's over. Sometimes no +4s, you can still be in it because the way the game and the cards work, it depends on the opponent to make that mistake. But Andy with some monster hands right there. Some initial things will work in his favor. We'll see what goes. We'll go to the 15-12 no for Andy. We'll keep it rolling. Game 4. So far, it's been a clean series. Will we continue it? Let's find out. We'll go down to 1. 11 card. Here we go.
Yeah, it's going to go up to 11. We'll go down to 11 cards. Go down 1 this time.
Brock, your thoughts on what we're seeing tonight, man? Just insane gameplay. Crack to the whip as we start off with Ghost. Do you think there's any more intent that these guys can give, or do you think they're saving something towards the end?
I think it's more saving towards the end.
Saving towards the end. We'll see. Let's see what happens now. Into Eric Monaco 7. I'm out of breath, Art. This has been a fantastic series, and we're only in game number 4.
Yeah. Here's the thing. There might not be a chance that we get done here that quickly. We might be here for a bit.
Never know, man. You never know. Nick, like I said, he's been down basically a possession or 2 all night, but he's still in the game. And there's Andy with the draw. Now he can run. But he's going to go back. So this is another case of just going bad. May not have the ammo and just try to see what he can cook up. Here we go. And he's going to try to run and break it right here into the red 4. Nick going to respond fire right away. And he draws back. Nick going to probably draw back as well. Once he makes a switch break, no, he'll go back. Clean as a whistle. And he's got the possession arrow, so that makes it easier to go back compared to, let's say, we were down a card for sure. Now he's got 2 possessions. And he will cut it to 1. Top deck City, top deck Magic card.
Yeah. But still going to keep it on going here.
Nick and Andy going to draw back as we go. Can Andy find anything to switch the momentum back? He'll continue to go drawing back. Really going back guard. Could be back to that full center. Let's see.
Here's the thing. If we can get all the way back there, oh boy. That's going to get real interesting.
Full center,
oh boy.
Here we go.
Now let's see. Now let's just see who gets to go here first.
Does Andy just going to give it a go? Does Nick have a confidence to give it a go? Both have just been content so far, riding in the line, not waiting to make a move, not waiting anything to rush. It's the oxymoron, Art. Sometimes it's better to be patient than rush something. There we go. There's the G6.
Well, when you say that, then you get Andy just throwing it all the way straight blank. No wings.
Yeah, that's full gas there for me. Nick's going to have to respond. And remember, Nick, without the power play, Andy with it. Here we go.
And Nick is just going to follow along. Let's just see how long this goes.
Let's see what it's going to be. Into the blue, Gangsta 1 to Andy. Can Nick find anything? He'll go 1 up this time to the blue 2.
Go to the Bad Brad blue 2.
Bad Brad to JT. All around the board we go. Here comes Nick. What has he got? He's been, like I said, and there's Andy. Really got an ISO control all night. Maybe not the ammo, but ISO control has been the one thing he's been able to find as we go to retro here.
If we can get back to that sort of thing,
there's the fade.
Will that help Nick here, or will Andy try to exploit it?
There's the fade. We go into the Gone Deuce. What will Andy do right here? Does he have something more in the tank? He's got a quintuple.
Holy!
That's a huge play, man. Huge play. Lara to Myth to Ellison to Yoshi and finishes it off with the coach. What the coach doing? We'll see if Nick's got anything coached up for this play right here. Let's see.
Card play there.
He goes back to the green wild. That's a safe move pending if Andy saved anything. Let's see.
He might have just faded on it.
He did. +2 fade. Huge from Andy. But what does he got in return here? Is he going to finish it off like this? This would be insane. This is insane. That's got to be game. Surely that's game.
That has to be game. And here's the thing. He can take his time.
Ridiculous.
He can take his time.
Andy with a monster finish, and he's up 3-1. I don't even think Nick could have scripted that one, man. There's nothing he could have done. No, because he had all 4 colors. That literally any move Nick would have made, it would have been. Yeah, Nick, I got nothing, man. I got no. The only comment I would have had, I'll go to Andy if anything. Did you pick up some of that from the Draw City, or was that off the initial get-go? I don't have anything for Nick right now.
Yeah, I knew that would have been something Draw City related.
And Nick, I mean, then it appears that both of you guys aren't getting the hands right, but the thing is, it's just Draw City, and we talk about it all the time. It's the luck of the draw when you get to that level, and ultimately it's been favoring Andy tonight. I don't really have much to say. It's just, what is that, nasty? How big was that run, Art? 6? Yeah, 6-bagger. Yeah,
6-bagger, and he was able to take his time because
unreal.
He didn't have anything to worry about there.
Unreal. There's nothing really to say. The fact that Nick even got that to, the fact that he even got that to, what was it, 7-8 cards with ISO, that's the best you can do. It's really all you can do. Can't really blame him. Well, here we go, Art. It's going to be Game 5. Nick did win that game on the lower card start, though. I wouldn't be shocked if he tries that strat. Here we go. Yeah, I think this is what he's got to do. If it's just not working on upper tier, you go another Yoshi reverse. My goodness, how many have we seen of those over the last 2 weeks? But Nick's going to like this reverse if he can go further. Let's see if he can. Yep, he'll go aggressive triple play. He's got the ammo there, Art.
Yeah, he's got the ammo here. Let's see how Andy counters that.
Did Nick save the yellow? He did save the yellow. Nick the check just like that. No.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Andy, he can run the yellow with power play too. Power
play!
Is this for the series right here? +4 red
that
0.
Would be huge.
We talked about it's hard to get 2 O's. Hey, that's a monster hand.
+4.
Andy, talk about a walk-off shot, Art. That's a double shot right there to left center. He's back in the Super League hunt, and now things get good. Andy wins 4-1. Nick, I don't even blame you for the gamble. What can you say about that one? I don't got anything.
Nothing really can be said. I mean, just look at the stats. I'm not trying to take away from what Andy did. I'm happy. I'm happy for them. They're a really nice person. I'm glad that they're going to be in Bangkok. But my God, man, 8-0 on the Wild +4s, down on basically every category except for the Wilds. I mean, that's just Uno. Sometimes you get the bad breaks, and felt like I got all of them.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty, though. It just reminds me a lot of my 2024 Pen 9-4. Same exact right.
Reminds me a lot of my 2024 Toaster Guy v. Nick series.
Yeah.
Similar scoreline, 4-1, but whatever, man.
So that's the beauty. That's the beauty of just flushing the luck now, though. I'd rather have it now than come to BKK. Andy, huge win. Obviously, we talked about you get the win here. It's looking really good. Nothing's a guarantee, but with some losses, coming up, you can just play scoreboard watch, and you might be able to hop over. Huge win. How big was this win for you in your eyes? Because now you've got the Nick win. You've got some really good losses. You've been really steady all season. Sure, a little bit of lucky. We talked about that. When you go low, 5, 6, 7, it's the risk and the gamble. If you take those games away, you just found a little bit on Draw City. Talk me through it and your thoughts on moving on to play either G or Taga, which no matter what will be a tournament winner either way, because both have won tournaments in their career. Either the defending winner from last year or Mr. Automotive April. Let me know, Andy. Go ahead. Ard, what a night. We talked about coming in. Where would the drama be? Where would the line of the break be? And Andy was the first guy. We talked about the bubble players. He made a statement. Nick obviously doesn't matter. He's locked in. And we'll see where he lands on the podium poll. But thoughts on a big win there for Andy and getting him back in the race to Super League, because that just made a whole hell of a difference.
Yeah. Man, I don't know what much I could say on that.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say on this game, Andy. I mean, this was just a master class and just getting the cards and working with what you had to work with. And we talk about it all the time, Brock, is when you get those cards, it can be a one-shot pony to the finish. And what we just saw right there, it was a one-shot pony to the finish. Thoughts on the series tonight, Brock, and thoughts on Andy moving on. Go ahead.
Well, Nicholas gave it all he could, but in the end, Andy was the dominant player.
Yeah, Nick obviously did have that sweep of Mr. Fries, so fresh in the bag. But it'll be for Nick. He'll be going to the BKK. That's all that matters to him. Jobs finished at the end of the season, 9-4 record. Got 52 wins on the season, career high. Nothing to slouch about for Andy. Huge win, 7-4, 35-31 now. A lot to be on the stores for the next round. He's got a shot. Nick, congratulations. Of course, won the novice class too, so that's always something to not scarf at. And I think at this rate, both these two are probably going to go 1 and 2 of the class, unless I'm mistaken. The only guy that I think out there would be like a Costa or someone, or Lara Lurkin. But these two seem to be the head and shoulders above in this class. or to say the least. Talk to me about that too, man. Just the Super League race, because what this does is turn it on its head now. Now there's nowhere to hide for sure.
Yeah, now there's really nowhere to hide. Basically, now it's throwing everything for a loop, and now you don't know who could be safe and who isn't. Right now, big win there though for Andy, and that might just help him just get one step closer to being locked in for Super League. But for Nick, he knows he's in, but that kind of hurts his chances on becoming the regular season champion. But at least he knows he gets some time off. He'll get some time to relax before he gets going.
Yeah, Nick, we'll see if he'll. Very likely he'll be in that mix no matter what for a top 6 seed on a bye. So we'll see where he lands come the reveal show for that, which will be probably another month. Well, not a month. Probably towards the end of the month or the first week of September. Depends on how this break's going to go when I'm not here. Let's go to the schedule, and that's it for the day. What a day. It is going to be Andy moving on. Nick tried his best, but it wasn't enough. Big win for Andy. We'll see where he's located and ready to roll in the next round. If he does get G, imagine that battle. That could be a guaranteed icer victory. If he gets that one double, that would secure him in. For Tago and him, that would be another one. That would be everything to lose for Tago and Andy. We just need to figure out something there on that sequence. But regardless, what a day. Andy moves on. Myth, DJ Nam. Crazy day. There's the pod as you see in the flesh. It's going to be either Tago or G playing Andy. Don't have it updated, but that's the pod. Looking forward to seeing what will happen there. Of course, G and Tago. The only after dark game of this round, I believe. 10 o'clock. That's it. We don't have many after dark sessions anymore. You start to wonder why. This could be one of the reasons. Well, tomorrow's schedule, before I head off, it's going to be 3 games, but 2 of them on stream, 1 of them off stream. Let's just start with the off stream. Vapor Brian, that is going to be an absolute crack show. We know Vapor, a guy locked in, nothing to lose, right? Already in the Super League. He's looking for that regular season title, but with the resume, he's going to need a little bit of a boost here. A win against Brian would help start to build the fire. The 2 bigger games, I would say we started off with 11 a.m. Stacked versus Lamas. Stacked has nothing to lose. He's already locked in. But Lamas, if he can get the win over Stat Johnson, as he's now been proclaimed, 3 quad 1 wins. No one in the league has that. That would be insane from Lamas. And then the big one, the 10 versus 18 in the Super League. Gon versus Gold. For Gon, he gets that win there. It's going to be hard to keep him out of the field. For Gold, a win here, and that would pretty much assure him in. So we're really starting to get close to locking stuff up, Art. It's going to be interesting, and it only gets more intense. We got Acosta coming up. We get Pez on Friday. I know you're coming up. We got to Peter Rogers, G Tago. There are so many good games on tap. You name it. We got Brad Sanford, BC Cap. Everything is on tap these next 3 days. And then, of course, Sunday to close it out with Ard and Monkey. A lot to be in store. Join us for tomorrow. It's going to be set from here on out, and G in short. I will be back for one more stream, which will be Brad Sanford at 3 o'clock Saturday. But it's going to be those guys taking you home. What a night. Thank you again to Andy and Nick. Congratulations to Andy getting revenge on Nick from the old March battle all the way back in February. But for myself, Art, Brock, the referee Scars, our scoreboard keeper, C. Lamas, wish him the best of luck tomorrow. We are signing off. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. with Seth and DJ taking us to start the day with a little sunrise action at 11 a.m. before lunchtime. Here we go. This is only getting more toxic in a Toxic 32. See you then, boys. This has been a presentation of MRE Division 1.